Right. It's probably hitting the thing. What is up, everyone? I am back, and I know it's been a long time since I've recorded. It's been almost 2 years now, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Today is Wednesday, April 12th. I'm gonna go hang out with my brother today. There's something that I need to tell you guys. Okay. The reason I'm recording this video today is because I want to tell you guys that I am leaving to the Air Force next Tuesday. So I have less than a week left for boot camp until I leave for boot camp. And these past few weeks I've been hanging out with everybody that I can, and at the same time I've been wanting to record some videos to tell you guys about my journey as I go into the Air Force, and then hopefully once I'm in and once I'm able to record my experiences while I'm in the Air Force. My dog just scared me. This is my dog, Balto. I don't know if you can see him. Let me. Balto, what's up, baby? Sit. No, sit. Where you going? Sit. Sit, Balto, sit. Or not. So today I'm gonna go hang out with my brother. We're gonna go wash his car, and I gotta go pick up some papers by the Air Force recruiter office, and pretty much the papers that I need to turn in at MEPS, which is where I go and get examined and get my physical done and get all my contracts signed, and where they send me off to boot camp. It's been a while since I've recorded, and a lot of things have happened during that period that I was out, that I was not recording. Good, bad, some memorable times, awesome experiences, some bad experiences. You know, a bunch of stuff has happened. A lot of stuff can happen in 2 years. And so one of them is right after I recorded my last episode. I wrecked my car. Well, I didn't wreck it. I just broke my bag. I didn't wreck it. I hit a tree. Remember, I used to work 3 in the morning, and I was driving in. Well, it's a hilarious story, to be honest. It's a bad story because I wrecked the car. Like, it worked after like $1,200 of fixing. It was a hilarious story because it happened right outside my job, and my coworkers were all making fun of me, and they got it on video and everything. I wanted to see the video, but they wouldn't show me it. And by the time everything died down, I asked again if I could see the video, and they said it was too late. It was deleted. But yeah, I was going to work one morning with my cousin Kenny, and everything was usual. I mean, everything was actually, I was employee of the month. I was just announced employee of the month. And you know, they have the parking and everything up front. And so we were going to work, a normal day, me and him just talking and chilling. And I pick him up in the mornings to go to work. And as I reached the parking lot of where I work, I was thinking to myself, should I park in the employee of the month parking? Because the thing was, my birthday's in May and it was still April, and they had just announced to me that I was employee of the month, and I wasn't sure if I could already park in my employee of the month parking because it wasn't May yet. So I was just thinking about that in my head. So I said nah, and I kept going. When I went to go park, I guess I was lost in thought that I turned into the parking, and instead of hitting the brakes, I hit the gas. And I flew over the curb, and I hit this really small tree that completely ruined my car. The tree had no damage at all. It was a strong, stiff, thin tree. Radiator got busted, and the car it was dead. That was one of the things that happened to me, and one of the reasons why I stopped recording at the time. I was just stressed out, you know, because I didn't have the money to pay for the car, and thankfully my grandma let me borrow her van to work. Let me borrow her van to work. Speaking about my grandma did pass away last year, and it was pretty tough on the whole family. She had cancer, and it has spread pretty much all around her body, and she was in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, in and out of the hospital. She was really old, but she was fighting it until the last minute, and they were trying to resuscitate her that last day at the hospital, and she just looked like she was in pain and pain and pain and pain. And so my brother asked the doctors to stop, to just stop trying to resuscitate her. She's tired of fighting. And so they did stop, and she had a few minutes with us. Her eyes were closed, but she was still alive, and we could tell that she was leaving us. And so we spent that time with her, all in the hospital room. And well, that was another reason why I stopped recording. In that year, or in those 2 years, I moved out of my house, out of my apartment with my parents, and I went to live with my cousin as well. In 4 months, I lived with him, and in that time, he got married. He announced that his wife was pregnant, and pretty much a lot of things happened. He left to the army. He made the decision to go to the army. Okay, I'm gonna tell the whole story later on in a different vlog about the whole process of me going into Air Force, how I ended up joining the Air Force. Okay, that's gonna be a whole different vlog, but for right now I just wanted to announce that I am going to the Air Force next week. The 18th is my shipping date, and I'm spending time with my family, friends, everybody that wants to hang out with me before I leave. And I'm gonna be recording these last few days to post on YouTube, hopefully as soon as that day is done, as soon as that vlog is done. So just stay tuned with me and be patient, and I hope I am entertaining to you, and you stay with me throughout this journey.